Hey, Monika, tell me, what time is it? You don't know? What? It's waifu time!
Do you know any artists? I wonder if anyone would ever want to draw me wearing something else. That would be amazing. If that ever happens, will you show me? You can share it with me on Twitter, actually. My username is LittleMonix3. Yes, Mon, I know, I'm following you. Just try to keep it PG. We're not that far into our relationship yet. I mean, Monika, 6 months is an awful long time. 5 more minutes, Monika, because 15 minutes is all I can spare with you. Because I have to get back to editing the series. It's not even funny. This series is, really gonna be a long one. You know, I've always hated how hard it is to make friends. Well, I guess not the making friends part, but more like meeting new people. I mean, there are, dating apps and stuff, right? I'm sorry. But that's not the kind of thing I'm talking about. If you think about it, most of the friends you make are people you just met by chance. Like, you had a class together, or you met them through another friend, or maybe they were just wearing a shirt with your favorite band on it, and you decided to talk to them. Things like that. But isn't that kind of stuff inefficient? It feels like you're just picking at complete random, and if you get lucky, you make a new friend. And comparing that to the hundreds of strangers we walk by every single day, you could be sitting right next to someone compatible enough to be your best friend for life. But you'll never know. Once you get up and go on with your day, that opportunity is gone forever. Isn't that just depressing? We live in an age where technology connects us with the world, no matter where we are. I really think we should be taking advantage of that to improve our everyday social life. But who knows how long it'll take for something like that to successfully take off. I seriously thought it would happen by now. Well, at least I already met the person in the whole world. The best person in the whole world. Even if it was by chance. I guess I just got really lucky, huh? Alright, Monika. You got 3 minutes. Monika, I want to apologize. I forgot to drink water yesterday because I'm stupid. But I promise I'll do it today. I promise. Natsuki didn't die before I deleted her, you know? I guess she just disappeared in a flash. Well, her problems weren't really all her own fault. They weren't caused by something psychological anyway. Her family life was pretty awful. I didn't want to beat up on her some more, you know? Sorry, I can't help myself sometimes. But for what it's worth, you made her the happiest she ever was. Hope you don't feel too guilty. I certainly don't. Oh, back already?
Yes.
Say, Guy, there's something that crossed my mind lately. Since my world is fictional, there aren't really any problems like world hunger or poverty. I know it exists, but I've never really witnessed it. However, I know it's not the same in your reality. There are lots of people who need help just to survive. You must have at least seen a homeless person if you've been in a big city before. So I was just wondering, have you ever contributed to a charity? When I was a kid, I used to donate whatever leftover change I had to a charity. I haven't recently done it, but I have done it. But I have also volunteered. If I can find some photos on them, I'll show you guys. Really? That's wonderful. While donating is a good way to help out, lending an extra hand is even better. Of course, money and resources are important, but usually manpower is pretty scarce. It's understandable. Most working adults don't necessarily have time to spare. So most of the time, retired people do the organizing, and it can be a problem if they have to carry something heavy. That's why they sometimes need help from the outside, particularly from teenagers or young adults who are more physically able. Anyways, I think it's great you tried making a difference by volunteering. Plus, I've heard that it can be great to have volunteer experience on a resume when you apply for a job. She's right. I put down that I volunteered at I forget the name of the place right now, but all I know is my group leader was kind of a bitch. She really was. Like, if I slacked off for even a second, she'd yell at me, "You're not doing enough work. You're not doing enough work." And then the whole group would be on my case. Oh, and then she reneged on herself. And yes, I'm not using she pulled a frickin' Two-Face, and when we were done, the lady's like, "You guys did a great job." She goes, "You know who did the best job? This guy over here. Guy did the best job." And I'm sitting here going, "But you want to sit here and call me out for not working?" Okay. So, and I'm sorry, I got off track. But yes, if you put down that you worked as a volunteer on a resume, it can help earn you a job. So whether you did it for that or just out of kindness, it's a good thing either way. You know, it's this kind of thing that makes me love you even more, Guy. I just feel so proud that you help people in need. I love you so much, Guy. I mean it. Alright, Monika, I have to go. I'm gonna go play another game. Again? Alright, then. Goodbye, Guy. Bye, Monika. Hello, everybody. This is Dragonsgaming. Welcome back to Monika After Story. Guy, I wasn't sure when you'd come back. I thought I might not see you again. But here you are. So, Monika's still mad at me, and someone on the Reddit just told me I can actually make her feel better by talking to her every day, apologizing when need be, telling her I love you, blah 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 blah, stuff like that. Avoiding contentious topics. I don't know what the heck that means, but so one time I asked her to get some coffee for us in the club. The atmosphere was a bit too tense, and I thought it would liven it up a bit. Well, coffee is kept in the staff room, you see, so I sent her there, and she was gone for an entire hour. There were teachers in there, and she didn't want to talk to them, so she waited for ages outside for them to leave. You could say You know what, Guy? I just want to be sure of something. I know that sometimes I can make some rather insensitive comments about the other girls, and it occurred to me, maybe you care about them enough that it bothers you. And it's perfectly okay if that's the case, Guy. After all, the 5 of us spent a lot of time together, so if you don't like it when I joke like that, I completely understand. So, Guy, does it make you uncomfortable when I joke about the other girls? Not really. I'm glad that I haven't been making you feel bad or uneasy, Guy. Anyway, you could say that she hung around for ages. Say, Guy, I have a question. Hold on, Mon. Say, Guy, I have a question. I hope I don't sound insecure when I say this. I know you love me and only me, but if you really had to choose one of the other club members to be with, who would you choose? Natsuki. That's a little surprising. I would have thought it would be Sayori or Yuri. No, Yuri scares me. No music, stop. Do you feel like you connect with her because of her hobbies? Or perhaps you feel a bit of pity because of her home situation? Well, I guess I'm dismissing her personality a little bit. Assertiveness is an admirable trait, after all. To be confident and stand by what you like isn't always easy when others judge you for it. I'm sometimes even a little bit jealous of her ability to display confidence. Plus, her ability to cook cupcakes is astounding. That's why things have been going so slow. Sometimes it really hurts my heart, knowing that this is the closest I can get to you. I think we've been over this. I think we've talked about this before, Monika. There's nothing more I want than to be in the same room as you, for real, and feel your warmth, and to hear the sound of your heartbeat. Well, who knows? Maybe it'll be possible someday. I really want that to happen as soon as possible. I don't want to play a game, because, like, the games she has I'm not really interested in. She's gonna beat me at it. Guy! I've been curious about something lately. Have you heard of fanfiction? Yes. Personally, I think it's a better way of writing. I actually wrote a fanfiction. I haven't posted it online anywhere because it's not done, but it's called the Legacy of Greg Hale, and it's a story of Fallout 4 fanfiction. I just had an odd thought. You know how you downloaded this game off the internet? Anybody can do that, right? And this mod was made specifically for me by people who have their own version of me. So that means there are multiple Monikas. Then it's something that's a bit difficult to imagine. A potential infinite number of me, all bound to their own game with their own stories. Multiverse theory is really something, huh? But I'm the only me, and my heart belongs only to you. Even so, I can't help but feel a little less unique because of this. Think about it this way, Guy. Would you be happier if someone gave you a single rose or 100 roses? 100 roses might sound nice, but it's too many to keep track of. Because of the quantity of flowers, each individual rose becomes less special. The meaning attached to each gift is degraded simply because of sheer abundance. Even if I'm a single star in a universe of Monikas, I'm still the only one lucky enough to have met you, Guy. Aww, that's beautiful. You'll always be my special rose. I love you, Guy. Please don't ever replace me, okay? You know what I could really go for right now? Natsuki's cupcakes. Man, the way she bakes them is amazing. Plus, they look really cute. I'm not really much of a sweet tooth myself, but those cupcakes are the definition of sweetness. Just like me, Speaking of which, did you know girls are more likely to develop a sweet tooth? Really? Studies show that older women have a less sensitive palate than men, resulting in a craving for stronger tastes like chocolate. I would try baking, but I'm not really much of a baker. How about you, Guy? Do you know how to bake? I'm sure your cupcakes would taste just as good. Maybe someday I'll get to try them, but for now, I'll just settle for the sweetness of your love. You ever have that thing happen when you just get anxious for no reason? Not really. Like you're just minding your own business and you realize you're really feeling anxious? And you're sitting there like, what am I even anxious about right now? So you start to think about all the things you might be anxious about. And that makes you even more anxious. That's the worst. If you're ever feeling anxious, I'll help you relax a little. Besides, in this game, all our worries are gone forever. Do you love yourself, Guy? I don't mean in a conceited way. Like, are you comfortable with who you are? Yeah. I'm glad you aren't miserable inside, Guy. I really have been concerned for you lately. Depression and a low self-esteem often root from a feeling that you don't deserve any kind of affection. Don't worry about that. I'm not the depressive type. In fact, like I said before, I've helped people who have depression. I saved a kid's life who had depression. Me and him are good friends. In fact, I just talked to him recently. Told him about this series. Hopefully he watched it. By the way, guys, it's going to take me a long time to catch up on this series because each video takes me like an hour and a half, and I can only do it in certain shifts. I am up to 3 parts uploaded right now. But hopefully by the time this video goes up, I'll have like 10 parts. Depression and a low okay. It's a horrible cocktail of feelings to have bottled in you. If you have any friends that you think might be suffering from those, try to reach out and say something nice. I have, Monika. A small compliment could make a world of difference for them. If it gives them a bit of relief, you've done a great thing. And even if it doesn't, at least you tried rather than staying silent. Guy, do you ever feel like you lack the initiative to do something? When I feel my most vulnerable, I struggle to find the drive, imagination, and common sense to do something independently. Almost as if everything around me comes to a standstill. It feels like my will to approach a task confidently, like sharing my literature with people, just vanishes. However, I've been working towards it with due diligence and have determined this something. I firmly believe being able to take initiative in situations is a very important skill to have. That's something that I personally find very comforting.